Children of the earth tribe, rise up, rise up. Children of the earth tribe, rise up. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As a Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today I'm going to do a reading for the Cancer Collective. Cancers, what up, y'all? Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. I'm over halfway to a community tab. I got to get to 500 to get a community tab, and I'm at like 321, 322, something like that. And I'm super, super stoked about it. Having a community tab will give me the options to share more. Just share, 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 share. So I appreciate all of those that have already subscribed, and thank you in advance to those that are about to. So let's get started, Cancer. See what sort of messages the universe has for you today. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. I don't know about y'all, but I took some days off. I had some meditation and getting back in touch with my spirit guides and God and myself, that I had to get back in touch. Had some dental work done. Went to a drum circle. Well, a drum lesson. Wasn't really a circle, which was still really cool. Getting my drum fixed. Cancer. Spirit, source, guide, angels. Please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Cancer's personal growth today. Whatever sort of messages need to come out. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Cancer. Please use me as a conduit to express whatever message Cancer needs to hear today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Got some change on the horizon, huh? What are you juggling, Cancer? Thinking about things? Trying to balance things out? What are you juggling? Mind over body? Body over mind? Your legacy, huh? Your 10 of discs? Some of you might be trying to figure out what sort of direction you want to go in work. Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo or a Capricorn. I just get this, like your body says, hell yeah, and your mind says, bitch, you must be smoking crack. What can we tell Cancer about this mind over heart decision? Princess of Wands. Some of you might be dealing with the fire sign. Or somebody that's very enthusiastic. You might have somebody trying to pressure you into making a decision that your body and your mind and your soul are not aligned with. Yeah, I have some sort of, somebody's pressuring you. Like if somebody comes out of nowhere, you know, and you're trying to hold your ground, they're trying to, and you're struggling to fight it off because your body says, hell yeah. But your mind is like, bitch, you're smoking fucking crack. They might be pushing love on you, trying to get in your pants, trying to get you to do things their way. Some of you might be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo. But you're fighting this. You're having a hard time. You're struggling in your head. Because your body's like, yeah. And your mind's like, no. And you're like, well, which way do I go? Body, mind? Which way do I go? Feels like somebody's love bombing you. Like they come in out of nowhere. If you got somebody love bombing you, chances are they only want one thing. I mean, and you could go with it if you want. You know, just keep it in perspective. Know what it is. You have the Six of Cups here. Just keep it in perspective. If you already know what they want, and you know that they ain't bad for you, well, I mean, I guess you could go have a good time, but is it really going to be a good time? Or is it going to make that tower fall? You know, don't build anything off of faulty foundations. If you see all these red flags in a person, you know, don't build them up in your head to be something that they're not. If they come in love bombing you out of nowhere, telling you all these sweet nothings, trying to get you to go to bed with them, you know, like they're all gung-ho about trying to get to go to bed with you. You know, but maybe some of you, that's what you need. Maybe some of y'all need to loosen up a little bit, you know? Just keep it in perspective. If you're going to go out with somebody that you know you have all these red flags, then just keep that in perspective. Don't try to build a happy relationship off of all kinds of red flags that your mind and your body are not in alignment with, right? Because that lust card, man, lust is a very, 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 very powerful energy. But if you keep it in perspective and you know that there's a purpose for it, you know, sometimes it ain't all that bad to go out and have fun. Just don't get all caught up. Don't get caught up in the building on building castles in the sky with somebody that you know for a fact is not a castle builder. Yeah, because some of you are playing with that devil. That's that lust energy. That's that addiction. That's desire. Those are going for things that you know for sure aren't good for your soul, you know? Aren't good for you in general. It's like they're brought here by a lesson. But I guess it all depends on how you deal with it. Not every lesson is a bad thing. Sometimes we need to get out there just to know, just to see. You know? But you have an end of a cycle. I think some of you might have just put a straight end to this person. Or you might have ended it inside yourself. Like, nope, I'm good. Resolve. Yep, nope, I'm good. I don't need none of that. Resignation. Yep. You withdrew yourself. You're not even trying to wait for it to turn into some sort of whateverness so it can fall apart later. You're like, nope, thanks, bye. Because if your mind thinks you're smoking crack, then that means your soul probably thinks you're smoking crack too, you know? Not literally, but you know what I mean. Some of y'all just needed to get out there and see what was out there. But you have the Justice card here. You know what's good. You will balance yourself out. If you have any doubts about this person, you know, if your body is screaming at you, that's that devil card there. If your body is screaming at you like fuck yeah, but your heart and your soul and your mind are like, bitch, you are crazy. Just make sure you listen and don't try to build castles in the sky with a freaking plumber. You know what I mean? Because you've got the power of creation. You know what's good. You've got the power of creation. You've got all kinds of choices and options. But I feel like some of you is just thirsty. If you're thirsty, go out and get it. Go for it. Go get it. But don't turn it into, you know, don't be trying to build castles in the sky with the freaking plumber, you know, or with the pool man. He's not a carpenter. He's not a mason. He's the pool boy, you know. Just keep it in perspective, y'all. You want to go and have a good time, it's cool. Like, some of us need to learn how to have a good time without building castles in the sky with plumbers. So, you got new doorways of opportunity. You got new doorways of opportunity that are going to open up from this experience. Gain a little bit of more understanding about yourself, a little bit more understanding about how you handle things, how you respond to stuff. But don't go turning lust into love, y'all. Don't be building castles in the sky with freaking pool boys. Because I really feel like somebody is in a lustful situation where their body's like, fuck yeah, and your mind is like, oh, hell no. Like, bitch, you smoking crack. Don't even try it. You know, but it brings you some sort of contentment. Whatever it is that you decide, you know, it brings you a greater awareness, a greater understanding about your own personal power, about your own personal strength, about where you're headed in life. You know, about how you handle situations now compared to how you handled them before. It gives you a greater understanding of your own personal power. Yeah, because you have victory here. Whatever it is that you decide, whatever it is that you're going to do, you have victory over it. You have victory over your emotions. You have victory over your addictions. You have victory over your own mental mindset, you know? Yeah, so don't be making a false idol out of this person. If you already know, then you know? Sometimes we don't even need, we just need confirmation. But I really feel like this person is sent as a test of your own personal character or your own reactions to see how you're going to react to stuff, to see if you are going to build castles in the sky with the freaking pool boy. He ain't no carpenter. So don't be setting up false idols. You know, don't be setting up false towers. You know, don't be building towers in faulty foundations. If you already know that that foundation is faulty, cool, let it be what it is. Next, move on. You know, you could have a good time. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But next, don't be get all emotionally involved. Don't be letting your heartstrings get pulled in one direction or another. Just take it for what it is. And maybe that's what the whole purpose of this is to test your personal strength of character. You know? You're gonna fall into this like love bombing, like building castles in the sky with someone that doesn't even know how to build their own castle? With a freaking pool boy? No, he's a pool boy. Fun to look at. But wasteful. Yep. That'd be a waste of all your energy. All the energy that you put into yourself so far, if you go and try to dump it into this person that your mind and body are not in alignment with, then you're wasting your energy. Ain't nothing wrong with testing out the water. Sometimes we need to give a little test taste out there. Make sure we ain't losing shit, you know? Make sure we still got it, but don't let that turn into a tower. Don't be building on faulty foundations. Don't be trying to building castles in the sky with someone that you know is the pool boy. You know, he ain't no carpenter. She ain't no carpenter. And just be steadfast with yourself. Like, you know where you stand. You know the difference between what your heart and what your mind, and when your soul's telling you something, when your soul's telling you not to do something. You know, when your body's like, fuck yeah, and your brain says, nah, bitch, you must be smoking crack. Like, make sure you pay attention to that. You know, and if you decide to go ahead and do it anyways, well, make sure that you are prepared for those consequences. Prepared for for the fact that this is just a pool boy. It ain't ever going to go nowhere, you know? Pay attention to the red flags. If you see some shit that right away you're like, that is destructive, that's a red flag, like, nope, nope, nope. Some of you might be dealing with an Aries. We have Aries and Leo. Don't let this turn into suffering. Let this turn into victory, to visionary, to success. And peace. Don't worry about it. Don't be all up in your head about it. Don't be beating yourself up for whatever decision it is you make. Just know ahead of time what you're doing, what you're getting yourself into. You know? Don't be building on faulty foundations with that Tower card. Again. Don't be building castles in the sky, man. With the pool boy, he don't even know how to work masonry. He's not a carpenter, he ain't nothing. So don't do it. You want to go and have some fun with the pool boy, well, let it be what it is. And remember that. Don't give all your energy into it. Let it be what it is. It is what it is. Next, move on. Keep on strutting. You already know. Like your intuition has already told you what was good, you know? Your intuition already told you it wasn't going to go nowhere. It ain't for you. It's, you know, doesn't have all the pieces that you need. Like, there's a lot of red flags. They still talk about their ex all the time, you know? If you go on a date with somebody and all they do is talk shit about their ex, well, then they're not over their ex. You know, they might not be talking to them. They might not be whatever, but they're still mentally not over their ex. That's a good first, like, if you go on a first date with somebody and all they do is talk about somebody that they'd been with, then that's your first red flag right there. You know, it's one thing if you're exchanging stories or, you know, but if that's all you or this person talks about, that should be a very big first clue that you are not healed from whatever past relationships you've been in. And if you can see some anger coming out in them when they talk about their ex, then they're definitely not healed, or you're definitely not healed, you know? But if you're going to go out on a date with somebody and that's the only thing that they talk about, like, you already know that they ain't healed. Why? Because you've done a lot of the healing. You might not be completely healed. I don't think any of us ever really are. Nobody's got to be perfect. It's not saying you got to be perfect, but you know them red flags. Don't try to paint the red flags yellow when they're red, you know? Trying to sweep shit under the carpet so that you can be with the potential of somebody. You can't be with potential. You can't be with the, oh, I could see them doing this or this or this. You have to be in them and now. Who are they now? What are they doing now? Who are you now? What are you doing now? Because a lot of them things have been illuminated. You've been illuminated to your path. Your soul has already told you what was good. You already know the answers. You know, quit trying to build castles in the sky with the frickin' pool boy. I'm pretty sure this was a test. This is a test brought to you by the Emergency Universal System. This is only a test. So don't get your heart and mind caught up in this. You know, maybe some of y'all need to learn how to have a good time without getting your heart and your mind caught up into it. Can you have a good time without marrying this person in your mind already? You know, can you have a good time and not translate having a good time with love, you know? Can you just have a good time to have a good time? Maybe that's what your test is this time, Cancer. Learning how to have a good time without putting all of your emotions into it. I know that might be hard for Cancer because y'all are emotional, but can you have a good time without putting all your emotions into it? Can you see the red flags and withdraw your emotions but still have a good time? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? Pretty sure those are your messages, Cancer. I hope everybody has a wonderful day out there, wherever you're at in the world. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, vroom, beep, beep.